Never eat turmeric. With these 3 foods, deadly food combos with turmeric. Prepare to embark on a journey that could fundamentally reshape your understanding of a common kitchen staple, one that has been both lauded and, as we shall uncover, potentially misused. Your innocent-looking jar of vibrant yellow turmeric, a spice deeply rooted in ancient traditions and enthusiastically embraced by modern wellness trends, holds a secret that might just revolutionize your approach to health. Far from being merely a flavorful addition to your culinary creations, turmeric has ascended to the status of a superfood, widely celebrated for its purported ability to alleviate everything from nagging joint discomfort and chronic inflammation to the frustrating fog of age-related memory issues. Yet, beneath this gilded reputation lies a critical nuance, a truth often overlooked, especially by those in their golden years who are most diligently seeking its benefits. If you are over the age of 60 and regularly incorporating turmeric into your diet, there's a significant yet easily avoidable pitfall you might be encountering. You could be unwittingly diminishing, or even entirely neutralizing, the very advantages you're striving to gain, inadvertently transforming this healing hero into a health hazard. The startling reality is that 3 surprisingly common food items, staples that very likely reside in your pantry or refrigerator right now and are consumed by many on a daily basis, possess the power to sabotage turmeric's incredible potential. These seemingly innocuous ingredients, far from being neutral partners, can interfere with the intricate biological processes through which turmeric's active compounds exert their beneficial effects. We're talking about combinations that could lead to unexpected inflammation, trigger digestive discomforts, and, most frustratingly, completely reverse the positive health outcomes you've been diligently banking on. But before any sense of alarm sets in, understand that this revelation is not intended to incite panic, but rather to empower you with knowledge. This comprehensive guide is designed to blow the lid off what might be termed the turmeric conspiracy, unveiling the specific food pairings you absolutely must avoid, and, equally importantly, illuminating the game-changing combinations that will dramatically amplify turmeric's inherent powers. Are you ready to unlock the true secret to harnessing this super spice, ensuring it works diligently for you rather than against you in your pursuit of vitality and well-being? Buckle up, because the insights you're about to gain over the next few moments possess the potential to profoundly revolutionize your health trajectory forever. The unvarnished turmeric truth awaits. Are you prepared to embrace it and transform your daily routine? It's crucial to remember, as always, that the information presented here is for educational enrichment only, compiled from openly accessible sources, and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. For any personal health concerns, always consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider. We will meticulously guide you through 3 distinct categories of foods that, when consumed concurrently with turmeric, might unfortunately pose significant risks to its efficacy and your overall health. Following this crucial discussion, we will then pivot to a more empowering focus, outlining 3 synergistic food combinations that are scientifically proven to enhance turmeric's effects, thereby maximizing its therapeutic benefits for your body. So, find a comfortable spot, perhaps with a warm, comforting beverage in hand, relax, and stay with us. By the time you reach the conclusion of this insightful exploration, you will possess a clear, actionable understanding of how to effectively integrate turmeric into your life, ensuring you extract the absolute maximum benefits it has to offer for your body and mind. Turmeric's burgeoning popularity, particularly among older Americans, is not without sound reasoning. As we gracefully navigate the journey of aging, a heightened awareness of our bodily functions and overall health naturally comes to the forefront. Common physiological changes, such as the gradual onset of joint stiffness, a potential weakening of digestive processes, an increase in systemic inflammation, slower recovery times from physical exertion, and occasionally a subtle decrease in memory sharpness, are often experienced as we grow older. While these transformations are an inherent, natural part of the aging process, their cumulative impact can significantly influence our daily comfort, energy levels, and overall sense of well-being. Consequently, a growing number of older adults across the United States are proactively seeking out natural remedies, earth-derived solutions that have been trusted and utilized for generations, offering supportive health benefits without the potential harshness or side effects associated with synthetic chemicals. Within this vast landscape of natural health aids, turmeric stands out as an exceptionally popular and frequently recommended choice. You might have recently heard anecdotal accounts of turmeric's efficacy from a neighbor, received a recommendation from your doctor, or learned about its benefits from a family member. Perhaps you've simply noticed its pervasive presence in your local grocery store, whether displayed prominently on spice racks, packaged as convenient capsules in pharmacy aisles, or integrated as a key ingredient in an array of health drinks and the increasingly ubiquitous golden milk lattes. Frequently bestowed with the title of super spice, turmeric truly is celebrated for compelling reasons. Its remarkable properties stem primarily from a potent bioactive compound known as curcumin, which is not only responsible for its characteristic vibrant yellow hue, but is also the powerhouse behind its extensive health benefits. Curcumin is renowned for its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. This means it possesses the ability to effectively soothe inflammatory responses, particularly in joints, thereby potentially alleviating discomfort and improving mobility. Furthermore, it plays a vital role in promoting robust cardiovascular health, aiding in efficient digestion, and even offering neuroprotective benefits, safeguarding the brain against the subtle erosions of age-related cognitive decline. Turmeric is incorporated into daily routines in a myriad of imaginative and practical ways. Some individuals find solace and benefit in mixing a quarter teaspoon with warm water and a touch of honey to start their day, creating a simple yet potent morning tonic. Others prefer to seamlessly integrate it into their smoothies, adding a vibrant boost to their nutritional intake, or stirring it into hearty soups and stews for an extra layer of flavor and health. Many also opt for the convenience of taking it as a dietary supplement in capsule form. Its appeal lies in its simplicity, its natural origin, and the relative ease with which it can be woven into almost any daily regimen. However, a crucial piece of information often eludes many people. Turmeric can only truly be effective if your body is capable of properly absorbing its beneficial compounds. And herein lies a significant challenge. Curcumin, on its own, is notoriously difficult for the human body to absorb efficiently. Extensive research consistently indicates that without specific optimal conditions, your body might only absorb a minuscule fraction, sometimes as little as 1%, of the curcumin you consume. This frustrating reality means that you could be diligently taking turmeric every single day, faithfully incorporating it into your diet, yet unfortunately failing to reap the full spectrum of its profound benefits. Moreover, and even more critically, certain common foods possess the unfortunate ability to completely prevent your body from absorbing curcumin altogether. Beyond simply hindering absorption, these problematic food pairings can even trigger unwanted side effects, a concern that is particularly pertinent for older adults who may have more sensitive digestive systems or pre-existing health issues. Therefore, before you reach for your next turmeric supplement, or before you stir that golden powder into your soothing cup of tea, it becomes absolutely crucial to understand what not to pair it with. In the following sections, we will delve into the 3 common culprits, everyday foods found in nearly every American kitchen, that when mixed with turmeric could potentially do more harm than good, transforming a beneficial spice into a source of discomfort or reduced efficacy. Understanding these specific combinations can have a profoundly positive impact on your overall health and wellness journey. Processed dairy products and their ability to hinder turmeric's potency. Let's begin our exploration by examining a category of food that is undeniably ubiquitous in almost every American household: dairy. More specifically, our focus will sharpen on processed dairy products. We're talking about items like those individually wrapped slices of American cheese, convenient powdered creamers designed for coffee, overly sweetened and flavored yogurts, and pre-packaged shredded cheese blends. These products are undeniably appealing due to their convenience, their palatable taste, and their versatility, often finding their way into our morning breakfast meals, our quick midday snacks, or incorporated into various recipes. It's a common scene. Many people enjoy a slice of processed cheese melting over their scrambled eggs, stirring a dollop of creamer into their hot coffee, or grabbing a fruit-flavored yogurt for a quick pick-me-up. However, when it comes to the intricate synergy with turmeric, these particular dairy foods might unfortunately do more harm than good, diminishing its efficacy rather than enhancing it. The primary issue with processed dairy lies in its composition. Unlike fresh, whole milk or artisanal cheeses, processed dairy typically contains a host of additives, preservatives, artificial flavors, stabilizers, and frequently a significant amount of added sugars. These non-natural ingredients introduce a complex challenge to the digestive system, a challenge that is particularly pronounced for older adults. As we age, our digestive systems can become more sensitive, perhaps experiencing issues like acid reflux, a general sluggishness in metabolism, or a reduced capacity to produce essential digestive enzymes. If your body is already struggling to efficiently break down and process the various components of these processed foods, it will inevitably find it even harder to adequately absorb the vital nutrients that come with them, including curcumin, the powerful active compound in turmeric. But the interference doesn't stop there. Beyond the general digestive burden, scientific studies have indicated a more specific mechanism of interference. Certain proteins inherent in dairy, specifically caseins, may directly bind to curcumin molecules. This binding action effectively creates a barrier, blocking your body's ability to fully absorb and utilize the curcumin. Thus, even if you are diligently consuming turmeric daily, believing you are bolstering your health, its therapeutic benefits could be significantly diminished or even nullified due to the concurrent consumption of processed dairy products. Consider a practical example. Adding turmeric to your scrambled eggs alongside a slice of processed American cheese might seem like a perfectly healthy and synergistic choice, aiming to combine the spice's benefits with a protein-rich meal. However, that very cheese could be actively hindering your body from receiving the crucial anti-inflammatory effects you desire and need. The same principle applies to many popular turmeric lattes, especially if they are prepared with powdered creamers or heavily sweetened dairy milk. The convenience and taste appeal are undeniable, but the underlying mechanisms of absorption are compromised. If you genuinely enjoy creamy textures or the comforting warmth of turmeric-infused beverages, you are absolutely in luck, as there are numerous superior alternatives readily available. Consider making a simple yet impactful switch to unsweetened plant-based milks, such as almond milk, oat milk, or even coconut milk. These plant-derived options are not only inherently easier to digest for most individuals, but are also less likely to provoke inflammatory responses in the body, creating a much more hospitable environment for turmeric to function effectively. They also blend beautifully into a wide array of beverages and soups, offering that desired creamy consistency without introducing the hidden, interfering ingredients found in processed dairy. The central takeaway here is remarkably simple, yet profoundly important. If your primary motivation for using turmeric is to harness its extensive health benefits, make a conscious effort to avoid processed dairy products as much as you possibly can. Your joints, your digestive system, and your overall sense of wellness will undoubtedly express their gratitude for this thoughtful consideration. Vinegar-heavy foods, the acidic obstacle to turmeric absorption. Next, let us shift our attention to another group of commonly consumed foods that can inadvertently interfere with turmeric's remarkable benefits, those characterized by their high vinegar content. This category broadly encompasses a range of foods and condiments distinguished by their significant acidity levels. Think of ubiquitous kitchen items like bottled salad dressings, particularly vinaigrettes, the ever-popular pickles, whether dill or sweet, classic condiments such as ketchup and mustard, and various dishes where white vinegar or apple cider vinegar plays a prominent role as a flavor agent. These items are deeply embedded in American culinary traditions and are consumed with considerable regularity. Envision a straightforward turkey sandwich accompanied by crisp pickles, a vibrant green salad generously dressed with a tangy vinaigrette, or even a side of coleslaw picked up from your local deli. On the surface, they appear entirely harmless, even wholesome. However, here lies the critical issue. Turmeric is, at its core, a delicate compound. Its primary active ingredient, curcumin, requires a relatively stable and neutral biochemical environment within the body to be effectively absorbed and subsequently utilized for its therapeutic effects. When curcumin encounters highly acidic foods, particularly those rich in vinegar, it can unfortunately become unstable. This instability means that the curcumin molecules are prone to breaking down or altering their structure before your body has had an adequate opportunity to absorb and properly utilize them. Essentially, the beneficial compounds are degraded before they can even reach the bloodstream and begin their work. For individuals who already possess sensitive stomachs or are prone to conditions like acid reflux, combining turmeric with these highly acidic foods can exacerbate existing digestive discomforts. This might manifest as increased bloating, uncomfortable heartburn, or general indigestion. Many people, acting with the best of intentions, believe that adding a dash of turmeric to their store-bought salad dressings is a healthy and proactive choice, which, in theory, it is. However, if that very dressing is heavily laden with vinegar, citrus juice, or other potent acidic components, it might be inadvertently doing more harm than good by compromising the turmeric's integrity. The detrimental effects of such combinations might not be immediately palpable or noticeable after a single instance of consumption. However, over time, consistently pairing turmeric with acidic foods can significantly limit the cumulative benefits you are striving to gain from this powerful spice, turning a potentially potent health ally into a diluted and less effective ingredient. So, what proactive steps can you take to circumvent this challenge? A remarkably simple swap can yield significant positive differences. Instead of habitually reaching for commercially produced vinaigrettes or other heavy processed salad dressings, consider the empowering alternative of crafting your own. A homemade dressing concocted with high-quality extra virgin olive oil, a modest squeeze of fresh lemon juice, which, while acidic, is buffered by the oil and less problematic than concentrated vinegars, and a crucial pinch of freshly ground black pepper not only tastes exquisitely fresh, but also actively contributes to better turmeric absorption. This is thanks to the healthy monounsaturated fats found in olive oil, which enhance curcumin's bioavailability, as we will discuss further, and the potent absorption-boosting properties of piperine from the black pepper. Another practical tip, if you are particularly fond of pickles or other sour condiments, is to simply consider consuming them at a different time of day, rather than integrating them directly into the same meal as your turmeric-infused dishes or supplements. Creating a temporal separation can help preserve turmeric's benefits. Leaving a reasonable interval between consuming highly acidic foods and your turmeric intake can effectively allow the body's internal environment to stabilize, ensuring that the curcumin is less likely to degrade. In essence, acidic foods themselves are not inherently the enemy. Rather, it is the strategic timing and thoughtful pairing that hold the key. If your goal is for turmeric to operate at its peak effectiveness within your body, it is advisable to consciously avoid direct combinations with vinegar-based foods, especially within the same meal. This mindful approach ensures that you are giving turmeric the best possible chance to deliver its impressive array of health benefits. Sugary cereals and baked goods, the inflammatory clash with turmeric. Let's now turn our attention to a category of foods that often evokes a sense of nostalgia, comfort, and, for many, a deeply ingrained part of their daily routine: sugary cereals and an array of baked goods. Whether it's the familiar crunch of a bowl of frosted flakes to kickstart the morning, the enticing aroma and tender crumb of a blueberry muffin from your favorite coffee shop, or a comforting slice of banana bread enjoyed during an afternoon break, these sweet treats are woven into the fabric of countless lives. And yes, turmeric, in its ever-expanding trendiness, has even begun to appear in these very foods. You might have encountered turmeric muffins, turmeric pancakes, or granola bars proudly proclaiming their turmeric content, often marketed with a healthy halo. However, here lies a profound irony and a significant hidden pitfall. If those seemingly healthy foods are, in reality, heavily loaded with refined sugars, you might be unwittingly negating all of turmeric's hard-earned health benefits without even realizing the counterproductive nature of the pairing. The fundamental reason for this conflict is rooted in sugar's inherent nature. Refined sugar is unequivocally a highly inflammatory substance. When consumed, it rapidly spikes blood sugar levels, placing significant stress on your body's delicate metabolic processes and endocrine system, particularly the pancreas. Chronic elevated sugar intake is a well-established contributor to a host of long-term inflammatory conditions, including an increased risk of heart disease, exacerbation of arthritis symptoms, and acceleration of cognitive decline. On the opposite end of this spectrum stands turmeric, a potent champion of anti-inflammatory action. Its primary function is to actively work within the body to reduce systemic swelling, protect cells from oxidative damage inflicted by free radicals, and gently calm an overactive or dysregulated immune system. Therefore, when you consume turmeric concurrently with sugary cereals, cookies, pastries, or any other food rich in refined sugars, your body receives two diametrically opposed messages. From the turmeric, there is a clear directive to reduce inflammation and promote healing. From the sugar, there is an equally strong signal to escalate inflammation and initiate metabolic stress. The unfortunate and inevitable result of this biochemical clash is that turmeric effectively loses its potency, its beneficial anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties being overwhelmed or canceled out by the pro-inflammatory effects of the sugar. Even worse, the impact of high-sugar foods extends beyond simple inflammatory antagonism. These foods are notorious for causing rapid and pronounced spikes in insulin levels, which, over time, can lead to insulin resistance and further metabolic dysfunction. Furthermore, sugar can significantly slow down digestion and impede the overall absorption of vital nutrients, including the precious curcumin from turmeric. For older adults who may already be meticulously managing blood sugar levels, grappling with persistent joint pain, or actively striving to support and protect their precious brain health, this particular combination can be exceptionally troublesome and counterproductive. It becomes a classic case of taking one step forward with turmeric only to be forced 2 steps back by the sugar. But this doesn't mean you need to entirely abandon all comfort foods or sweet flavors. Instead, it necessitates making more informed and judicious choices. Rather than pairing turmeric with inflammatory sugars, try integrating it into truly wholesome, nourishing options. Consider stirring turmeric into unsweetened oatmeal, spreading it on whole grain toast topped with a natural nut butter like almond butter, or blending it into a nutrient-dense smoothie made with naturally sweet fruits, such as blueberries or bananas. If you genuinely enjoy a touch of sweetness, opt for natural, less processed sweeteners like raw honey or pure maple syrup, but always in small, controlled amounts. These natural alternatives are digested more slowly, contain beneficial compounds of their own, and do not provoke the same drastic blood sugar spikes that refined sugars do. The paramount takeaway here is unequivocal. If your objective in using turmeric is to actively combat inflammation and promote cellular health, it is fundamentally counterproductive to pair it simultaneously with foods that are known to cause inflammation. This category broadly includes most boxed cereals, the vast majority of store-bought baked goods, and virtually anything heavily processed or made with white sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or other refined sweeteners. Being acutely aware of these dietary pairings can make an enormous and positive difference in how effectively turmeric works for you, and by extension, in the trajectory of your overall health. 3 foods that enhance turmeric, unlocking its full potential. Now that we have thoroughly addressed the crucial aspect of what not to combine with turmeric to preserve its efficacy and your well-being, let us pivot to a far more positive and empowering discussion: how to actively enhance turmeric's effectiveness. The truly excellent news is that turmeric's remarkable array of health benefits can be substantially and dramatically increased when it is thoughtfully paired with the right complementary ingredients. You don't need to invest in expensive, esoteric supplements or exotic powders. Oftentimes, the key lies in just a few simple, everyday ingredients that are likely already nestled within your kitchen cupboards. A small amount of informed knowledge, applied judiciously, can indeed go an extraordinarily long way in transforming your turmeric experience. While baked products and anything produced with high fructose corn syrup or white sugar might be hazardous for turmeric's functionality, let us now shift our focus entirely to a more constructive and beneficial subject: precisely how to exponentially increase turmeric's effectiveness after our in-depth discussion on what not to do when taking it. The unequivocally good news is that when turmeric is paired with the appropriate and synergistic meals, its benefits do not just incrementally improve. They rise dramatically, often by orders of magnitude. You simply need a few fundamental components that are, in all likelihood, already present in your kitchen, rather than feeling compelled to purchase expensive powders or exotic supplements that promise the moon. These 3 specific meal combinations are not only instrumental in enhancing the intrinsic health advantages of turmeric, but also play a critical role in significantly improving the body's absorption and bioavailability of curcumin. These strategic pairings can make a truly profound difference, regardless of whether your primary goal in taking turmeric is to aid digestion, alleviate chronic joint pain, boost cognitive function and mental clarity, or proactively encourage robust heart health. Let's now meticulously examine 3 highly effective strategies for maximizing turmeric's impact and, importantly, how you can effortlessly integrate them into your everyday routine to truly unlock its full potential. Black pepper, the premier enhancer of curcumin absorption. Black pepper, that seemingly humble spice that you most likely use on an almost daily basis to season your meals, stands as the first and arguably the most critically important food to consistently pair with turmeric. The reason for its profound impact lies in a naturally occurring substance found within black pepper called piperine. Extensive scientific research has conclusively demonstrated that piperine possesses the remarkable ability to significantly increase the absorption of curcumin, the pivotal active element in turmeric, by an astonishing margin, up to 2,000%. You read that correctly, a staggering 2,000% increase. In the absence of piperine, our digestive systems are unfortunately only able to absorb a very limited portion of the curcumin we consume. However, the addition of even a mere sprinkle of freshly ground black pepper can dramatically boost this absorption rate, making an extraordinary difference in the bioavailability of curcumin. This particular synergistic relationship is especially crucial for older persons whose aging bodies tend to be less efficient at digesting and absorbing nutrients from food in general. The enhanced absorption facilitated by piperine ensures that a far greater quantity of curcumin actually reaches the bloodstream and, subsequently, the cells and tissues where it can exert its therapeutic effects. Beyond simply enhancing digestion, mixing turmeric with black pepper maximizes its comprehensive benefits for your joints, your brain, your cardiovascular system, and your entire immune system, enabling the curcumin to work more effectively across multiple physiological systems. The beauty of this pairing lies in its simplicity and accessibility. A mere pinch of freshly ground black pepper will more than suffice. There is no need to overdo it. You can effortlessly add it to a wide variety of dishes. Stir it into hearty soups and warming stews, course, combine it with scrambled eggs for a powerful anti-inflammatory breakfast, or simply stir it into your daily turmeric tea or golden milk. It offers substantial nutritional advantages and absorption enhancement while minimally altering the taste profile of your food or drink. A straightforward and highly effective example would be to combine about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric with a cup of warm almond milk, along with that crucial sprinkle of black pepper. Stir this mixture well and savor it, perhaps as a soothing evening beverage or a revitalizing morning tonic. This consistent practice may significantly help with joint relief, promote greater mental clarity, and actively contribute to a reduction in systemic inflammation throughout the body. For optimal results, it is always recommended to use freshly ground pepper whenever possible, as it contains higher concentrations of active piperine compared to pre-ground pepper, which can lose some of its potency over time. Furthermore, if you opt to take turmeric in supplement form, it is highly advisable to look for products that specifically include piperine or bioperine R, which is a patented purified black pepper extract, ensuring you are receiving the maximum possible absorption benefit. Good fats, increasing the bioavailability of curcumin. Healthy fats represent turmeric's second critically important ally in the quest to unlock its full therapeutic potential. The key ingredient in turmeric, curcumin, possesses a unique chemical property. It is fat-soluble rather than water-soluble. This means that for curcumin to be effectively absorbed by your body, it requires the presence of dietary fat. In the absence of adequate fat, the curcumin molecules will simply pass through your digestive system, largely unabsorbed, rendering many of its potential advantages moot. This characteristic makes the intentional pairing of turmeric with good fats particularly vital for individuals, especially elderly persons, who are actively seeking to manage chronic joint problems, alleviate widespread inflammation, or support overall cellular health. By thoughtfully combining turmeric with healthy lipids, you can ensure that curcumin is efficiently dissolved and transported into your bloodstream, reaching the target cells and tissues where it can perform its beneficial functions. Excellent sources of healthy fats, which are not only beneficial for curcumin absorption, but also contribute a wealth of their own health advantages, include extra virgin olive oil, creamy avocados, nutrient-dense nut butters such as almond or cashew butter, omega-3 rich flax and chia seeds, and fatty fish like salmon. These wholesome fats promote heart health, support optimal brain function, and aid in a healthy metabolism, all without the detrimental effects associated with processed or saturated fats. Integrating these fats into your turmeric routine is simple and delicious. Consider adding a tablespoon of high-quality olive oil at the conclusion of any turmeric-infused soups or stews, stirring it in just before serving to preserve its nutritional integrity. You can also blend a scoop of almond butter or slices of creamy avocado into your turmeric-spiced smoothies, creating a rich and satisfying beverage. Drizzling turmeric-seasoned roasted vegetables with a generous amount of olive oil before or after cooking is another fantastic way to combine these powerful ingredients. Another simple yet effective alternative is to cook your morning eggs in a healthy fat like avocado or olive oil, incorporating a little black pepper and turmeric directly into the pan to significantly improve the absorption of curcumin right from the start of your day. The overarching objective here is to consume the correct kind of fat in conjunction with turmeric, not simply more fat in general. It is crucial to avoid pairing turmeric with unhealthy fats, such as trans fats found in margarine or hydrogenated oils, or the often reheated oils used for deep frying, as these types of fats can actually exacerbate inflammation, directly counteracting turmeric's benefits. Think of good fats as the essential delivery vehicle, efficiently transporting turmeric to the specific areas of the body that need its healing touch the most. By making these thoughtful pairings, curcumin works more effectively, and you will undoubtedly begin to observe and feel the difference in your overall well-being. Raw honey, an organic anti-inflammatory supplement. Raw honey offers a naturally pleasant and profoundly effective way to boost the inherent effectiveness of turmeric. Beyond its delightful sweetness, raw honey possesses an impressive array of therapeutic properties all its own. making it a powerful natural ally. It is a rich source of antioxidants, contains its own potent anti-inflammatory compounds, and is brimming with beneficial enzymes that support healthy digestion and bolster the immune system. When thoughtfully combined with turmeric, raw honey not only enhances the flavor profile, especially in teas or beverages, but also contributes its own anti-inflammatory actions. This dual benefit can help soothe sore throats, reduce inflammation within the stomach lining, and further strengthen the body's natural immune defenses. A critical distinction must be made here. It is absolutely crucial to choose raw honey rather than the highly processed varieties commonly found on supermarket shelves. These conventional honeys are often pasteurized, cooked at high temperatures, and microfiltered, processes that unfortunately strip away many of their beneficial enzymes, pollen, and delicate nutrients, significantly diminishing their healthful qualities. Raw honey, by contrast, retains its full spectrum of natural goodness. It tends to be more grainy or cloudy in appearance due to the presence of pollen, propolis, and other naturally occurring beneficial compounds, signaling its unprocessed state. For a deeply calming and restorative beverage, consider combining half a teaspoon of turmeric with a full teaspoon of raw honey in a cup of warm water. This creates a soothing evening drink that can promote relaxation and aid in reducing inflammation. Alternatively, you can mix herbal tea with raw honey and turmeric for a comforting infusion. A mild and refreshing detox tonic can be easily prepared by combining fresh lemon juice, raw honey, and turmeric in hot water, offering a gentle cleanse and an immune boost. Or, for a truly concentrated dose of wellness, consider creating your own golden spoon by mixing raw honey and turmeric into a paste and simply ingesting a small teaspoon of this mixture daily. This particular combination of turmeric and raw honey can be exceptionally beneficial for individuals who frequently suffer from seasonal allergies, chronic sinus problems, or persistent throat discomfort. The natural sweetness of honey not only makes turmeric far more palatable, but also achieves this without resorting to refined sugars or artificial syrups, which, as we've discussed, can inadvertently exacerbate inflammation and counteract turmeric's benefits. Just a brief, yet important safety tip: even though raw honey is a natural product derived from nature, it still contains sugars. Therefore, if you have diabetes or need to carefully monitor your blood sugar levels, it is essential to consume it cautiously and in moderation. Generally, a teaspoon daily is considered safe and advantageous for most individuals, but always consult your healthcare provider if you have specific dietary concerns. So, if you are actively seeking a natural, delicious, and effective way to significantly enhance your daily turmeric routine, raw honey stands out as an excellent and highly beneficial choice. It not only plays a vital role in aiding your body's absorption of turmeric's myriad benefits, but also contributes a wealth of positive attributes to your overall health and vitality. As we draw this comprehensive discussion to a close, I want to extend my deepest gratitude, not just for watching, but for actively dedicating your precious time to your health, an aspect of life that regrettably is all too easy to overlook and deprioritize when the demands of everyday existence become hectic. Today, you consciously made the choice to prioritize learning, engage in reflection, and commit to personal growth, which is an inherently valuable and profoundly important endeavor. Throughout our time together, we have meticulously explored the fascinating world of turmeric, understanding precisely what it is, delving into the intricate mechanisms of how it functions within the body, and discovering how it can be thoughtfully integrated as an enriching and supportive component of your daily wellness routine. We diligently identified 3 surprisingly common foods that, when paired with turmeric, can unfortunately hinder its benefits, inadvertently turning a potential ally into a less effective ingredient. Simultaneously, we delved into the profound synergy of 3 simple, entirely natural ingredients: black pepper, healthy fats, and raw honey, that possess the remarkable capacity to unlock turmeric's full and extraordinary potential. It is entirely understandable if, at times, the sheer abundance of health advice, cautionary warnings, and myriad opinions can feel overwhelming, perhaps even paralyzing. However, it is vital to remember a fundamental truth. Health is not and never will be about achieving an elusive state of perfection. Rather, it is fundamentally about making consistent, meaningful progress. It is about embracing the journey of taking small, deliberate, and manageable steps each day, steadily moving towards a state of greater betterment and vitality. You are not required to drastically overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Perhaps tomorrow, your small, actionable step might be as simple as adding a tiny pinch of turmeric and black pepper to your morning tea. Next week, you might feel ready to make a slightly larger change, perhaps switching from a processed coffee creamer to a more wholesome, plant-based alternative like unsweetened almond milk, or you might decide to try a soothing spoonful of the turmeric and honey golden paste when your joints feel a little stiff or your throat a bit scratchy. These seemingly minor decisions, these deliberate choices, accumulate powerfully over time. Gradually, almost imperceptibly, they transform into entrenched habits that profoundly shape not only how we feel physically, but also how we experience life emotionally and mentally. Taking proactive care of our bodies, irrespective of our age, instills a profound sense of control, fosters inner calm, and cultivates a deep, resilient strength. Whether you are gracefully navigating your 60s or vibrantly embracing your 90s, that invaluable sense of strength, self-efficacy, and self-worth is something you unequivocally deserve to experience and cherish. I have always firmly believed that aging is fundamentally about refinement, about the rich accumulation of wisdom and experience, rather than an inevitable decline. You possess the invaluable wisdom gleaned from a lifetime of past experiences, and now, more than ever, you have the profound opportunity to consciously utilize that wisdom to live even more purposefully, making informed choices that profoundly benefit your body, elevate your mind, and nourish your spirit. If this video has resonated with you, if it has offered valuable insights or sparked a newfound understanding, I sincerely hope you will consider sharing it with a friend, a beloved sibling, or a cherished neighbor. Truly, anyone you care about deeply. You genuinely never know how one simple message, one piece of empowering information can profoundly alter someone's day or even significantly improve the trajectory of their health and well-being. If you are keen to continue learning with us on this journey, we are here faithfully every single week at Elders Insight, diligently offering thoughtful, gentle, and eminently practical advice designed to support healthy aging, one meaningful conversation at a time. Until we meet again, please take exceptional care of yourself because you are undeniably worth every single ounce of effort you invest in your own well-being.